What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another review. And this time it's the first episode of Loki Glorious Purpose. And this was a great start. It was a great start. It leaves you with obviously a very cliffhanger kind of an ending, but it was a great start for this series, and it kind of opens up the multiverse aspect of it and raises a lot of questions in a good way. So before we start, spoilers alert. Okay, I'm gonna go into spoilers. I'm gonna discuss a few things here, so just beware. All right, so let's do this. So basically, it's the Loki from the 2012 Avengers. If you've seen Endgame, he takes the Tesseract, he escapes, and right away he's basically captured by the TVA, and then we start the episode. It's literally, these people are freakishly powerful. Man, like there's literally a scene, and it's part of Loki realizing that how his deeds and how his ways actually leads him, to nothing really glorious. He ends up dying. He actually sees this tape. It's part of this interrogation process, but then he escapes within the TVA and trying to get away. But then he realizes by watching this tape that, oh, my ways were not actually that good. I end up dying because of the choices I made. And it basically shows like these people are so powerful. They're beyond what we've seen. We've seen Thanos and we've seen Avengers and we've seen all of these, and they're running around getting the Infinity Stones and this and that. And there is literally a scene where there's an office full of people just having these stones that do not work in this TVA. All this magical stuff and all that. These people are beyond all of this. It's minuscule stuff for them. It's like, oh, we just use them for paperweight. That's literally a dialogue from the episode. And you just realize then it's that raises that question like, huh, so internals, if you watch the teaser, they're about to interfere with whatever's going on. We're about to see that, right? Soon. How will TVA respond to that? So that is an exciting question. Just that moment, it's like, it just, you're like, wow, okay, I'm going to see that connection here, and I want to know what happens. It also adds a lot to Loki's character, as in, he opens up. He finally opens up because he gets pushed into, finally realizes after watching that, he's just a minuscule piece out of everything. It's like there is so much else happening, and for him to think, oh, he's gonna be some leader or god of some realm, and it literally Owen Wilson's character Mobius, by the way, brilliantly played by him, he mentions to him, it's like, it's nothing. You're just gonna be what, king of some space? Because for these people, again, all of this is just nothing. It's just, it's supposed to happen. Some things are supposed to happen and others are not supposed to happen, and timelines might not be touched. And it's great to see something like that beyond, the power of Infinity Stones and, Thanos and Avengers and all of this. And just to see someone just sitting like these office people without any powers or anything like that, but just controlling every aspect of how things should go. And it was just great to see all of this, and Loki opening up and really realizing that why he actually did what he did. And that particular scene, I'm not going to say in detail what he actually says, but it's very well done, and Tom's acting there, the chops really show. It was a tough scene in a way because what his character is, what we know him for, but why he does it, his heart, the heartfelt statement finally comes out. And another great thing and a cliffhanger was the ending. So basically TVA, they take care of anybody goes beyond their actual timeline. So if a person is supposed to be doing something throughout his life and he elevates from it or kind of does something else that he's not supposed to do, the TVA comes in and takes care of it and kind of sets everything back, so like nothing happened, or that person didn't do that or didn't do that. They basically reset the time so you can continue down the proper the timeline. And it also, by the way, that skill that they have also kind of confirms that, oh, when the Avengers kind of went back and then Loki actually going in, he created a timeline. There is a particular scene that they basically erased that timeline from ever happening where he escapes. It's kind of like, it reminded me for that Men in Black where they go and they kind of erase everybody's thoughts and be like, oh, never happened. You were just doing this, continue doing that. It's kind of like that in a way. So it's a very easy fix. Again, if somebody was expecting a lot of it, I was kind of, it's kind of an easy fix. Like, oh, nope, that timeline we just erase and we just keep going in the actual timeline. It's easy for us, just like that. That's how powerful, or the technology they have, that's how powerful it is. So it was amazing to see that. The ending, anybody who deviates from timeline, as I was saying, they go in and basically take care of the situation. So this one character, though, was able to get away with it. And it's actually a rogue version of Loki. And that is the reason Mobius, Owen Wilson's character, does not let him go to jail, or does not let him stand trial, because he thinks he can use Loki to actually get that rogue Loki. So that is an interesting concept, because a lot of these characters can jump into specific timelines. They can go back to 1500s. They can go back to 1800s. So they can jump to any specific point in timeline to make sure that the whole timeline is proper. And that concept, even though it has happened, they can still go back and make sure that it's still happening correctly. So that is one thing that I would love to see how this is handled, because time, whenever there's used in movies, it's always a tough thing to kind of understand, because every movie, every show that concerns itself with time, it has a different take on it. So this will be something interesting, because this might explain how Captain America at the end of Avengers didn't have to come back from the portal. He just walked in as an older person. So I would love to see that, and I would love to see how what this Loki is. Where does this Loki come from? So it'll be interesting to see that. The one minus I had with is that there is this particular scene where they go after Loki, this rogue Loki, and they try to capture him. But I would think like the stunt work or the fight there should have been something. They just die really easy. I mean, these people are professionals. They take care of time. Their power is beyond anything is happening out there. So the way some of them like just died and Loki just easily killed them, I would want to see more. I wanted to see more there. I was like, okay, you guys are professionals. You should have some techniques of escaping or handling tough situations. The way they just die was kind of very easy. So that was something it was a minus in my book. So overall, great episode, a great start, and a great way to introduce that multiverse aspect of how things work and time works in all of the MCUs. So I give this one an 8 out of 10. A great start, a few nitpicks, so especially one nitpick with the fight, it really affected me. And the one thing is that they kind of looped over like the easily just correcting the timeline just by this one device. So that's my take on it. What did you all think about this? Leave a comment below. Let me know. And other than that, I want to say thank you for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you like this review, there are a whole lot of others on the channel. Please go have a watch. And other than that, take it easy. Take care. And I will catch you all soon. Until then, ta-ta. AK out.